Hello everyone, Scott Hutchison here. I wanted to talk to you today about my digital collages or composites. Now this is what I do. I create a digital collage before I begin to paint. So right now it's in the virtual. It's zeros and ones. It's on the machine. And I've created this. It's taken me weeks to create this image. Not non-stop, obviously, but you know, starts and stops and gathering multiple images from multiple models and multiple scenes to create this this scene here that you see. Now, I then take this scene that I've created and I will make a painting out of it. So bring it to life, as it were. I'm not hiding the fact that my artwork is based on a digital sketch like this, and in the spirit of that, I want to show you how I do it. But first, I want to explain some of what I used to do, and how it ties together with my digital collages. I used to animate my oil paintings. So this grid of these pieces here, these are oil paintings. And for this project, I did a little over 100, but there are only probably about 40 on display here, 30 or 40 on display here. But what I would do is I would paint the different scenes, then later on put them together and it would animate and would end up looking something like this. So what you're seeing here is a digital composite, as it were, but it's showing it as a movie. The two faces combined and overlapping each other. The intent here was to create a non-traditional portrait, one that moves in multiple ways, in three-dimensional space, the illustration of three-dimensional space, as well as a flat space over the top of the figure. And also, I wanted to show off the paint, so you could see the paint moving. So that is where this idea comes from. I'm trying to create something that feels animated, but spills out on one page. So my process is very similar. I'm still working in layers, but in this case, those layers are all done on the computer and not for consumption by the viewer, except for a video like this. So let's kind of go through and I'll reveal some of the different layers here. So I'm not going to go one by one and count them, but you can see here that they are multiple layers. I'm about 5 in at this point. And so what you're seeing here, this grid, is the transparent, it's a transparent layer. So I've erased the figure out. We'll keep revealing more and more. So how many models, how many poses are we in here? I believe this piece is about 6 different models that I use. And this is the last model, which is the main pose that ties it all together. And that's usually what I'll do, is I'll find one pose that inspires me and I want to hold on to that one pose. And I will then cut and paste and add different elements. But if I make it disappear again, you can see that she has a different face, a different body, multiple hands, different hands and feet, as well as this background. And then she is brought into the fray here. So this is how I approach my work. At this point, I'll take this image and I will paint it in its current form, which will likely change somewhat based on color scale, because as I paint it and it's bigger, color looks very different. Right now it's 10 inches by 10 inches. When you get it up to about 3 foot by 3 foot, the color looks different. And also my capability of reproducing this, or my desire to reproduce this. You know, this is a collage. It's very flat. I want the image to be tactile and visceral, and so I will add thicker paint against thin paint, sharp edge versus soft edge, trying to make it more dynamic and, like I said, come alive. So currently I'm working on this piece here. So it's a color study of this. And so now I'm able to kind of see it in real space and see if I like the composition and the coloring. So at this stage now, since I've been working on that drawing here, right there, I will transfer it to a large, like about a 3-foot surface, likely aluminum, and then do this painting. So that is it in a nutshell. How I compose my work and a little bit of context of where I come from with my oil painted animation. I hope you find that useful. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.